Rivlon Times Wartime Edition! Total casualties of war. 156,755. Oh dear, these numbers are getting so high, I have trouble counting them. That's bad. Emperor arrests Elven Duke on General's whim. No one safe from random persecution.
Well, say what you want about random persecution. At least it's fair.
Emperor the Mastermind amazes again. I thought it was merely a drill exercise. Phew. And the dragon up, a dragon's diet. Is it imps?
It's imps sometimes. So, I assume Prosperous, Happy and Oberon will not be.
I admit I do enjoy the privileges of nobility, Commander, but sometimes their excesses repulse me. A rat like Nakasim should be made to suffer.
Nobility.
He should repent, not revel in riches. But such is his lucky lot, no matter how unfair and undeserved.
It did not end well then, I guess.
I still don't understand why you didn't accept our generous gift, Commander. Now you stand empty-handed, and young Nakasim has suffered an unjust blow to his reputation. Except among the undead, perhaps. I'll thank you to reel that Scarlet woman in, and ensure this goes no further.
I do not believe I will. Let's speak with Scarlet. Edmund, any thoughts, by the way?
Not for the skirmish we fought today, but the way you handled it was impressive.
Yes, we held our own in the opening moves of this last war. Our conquest of Rivlon is faring well, wouldn't you agree?
A rather premature question, wouldn't you agree? What land we conquered can still be measured in leprechaun miles.
Fair enough. But we held our own against the onslaught, and that is already a very good thing. Scarlet.
Ugh, this is all too frustrating, Commander. They arrested Nakasim, but he wasn't thrown in a dungeon. He's just confined to a palace out in the country, where he lives in opulent luxury and is reported to have already killed a servant because he looked a bit effeminate. With no repercussions, as a matter of course.
That is not what I intended.
That's just it. We gay people, we haven't the rights others enjoy. That creep can kill us willy-nilly, and all he gets coming his way is a slap on the wrist and a bloody castle to gallivant in. He'll probably be free in a month's time, stripped of his functions, sure, but ready to resume his murder spree.
Yes, we cannot have that.
This must end, Commander. A line must be drawn. You have shown me support before, so please, do so again. Let me announce to the world I am a proud lesbian woman, and that by order of the Emperor, I am bid to execute the wretch that undid so many of my brothers and sisters.
This is a hard line. Well, I agree with you, Scarlet. We must have respect for the letter and order of the law. Still am the Emperor. I can decide what is the law. I can make it legal, as it were. Sadly, no. I cannot allow that it reeks too much of vigilante justice. The law must be his judge. But I will make sure it's harsh.
But the law favors him, not me. Ever have I been the victim of petty rules and bywords, whereas he, once more, will benefit by them? I was ready to shout from the rooftops who I, Scarlet, really am. Ready to strike a blow for justice. I understand you, Commander. But then again, maybe I don't.
The draconic mind is hard to understand for a mere mortal. I'm glad you at least understand somewhat. It gives me hope for you, Scarlet. Now, what's
We the lizards think that
going on
even though
today?
you fight to attain peace, strife is inevitable as long as monarchs occupy the throne. Sooner or later, they become dictatorial and go to war on a whim. Our end goal is to make Rivlon a republic. But first, we want to see if the majority of all the civilized races truly wants this. Which is why I'm asking for your permission to hold a referendum. Do you want a government that is despotic or democratic in nature? That is the question we shall ask.
That's a bit of a loaded question. But, I do not mind the opinions of the people. Still, what does the rest of the council think?
Well, this talk about a republic is criminal, Commander. It would upset the gods' divine order. Deny the lizard. Deny her firmly.
Oberon, you seem like a fellow Wood supporter.
Even though we elves do think people are basically equal to one another, we nevertheless have a deep reverence for the age-old noble bloodlines from which the greatest of our kin descend without fail. And look at nature. Bees have a queen, do they not? No republic there. No. I don't think this referendum should be held.
So Oberon's not in favor. And honestly, Republic would not solve war. No, they would just have more people bickering and eventually that would lead to war.
Commander, if you're going to go about asking the common folk for their opinion on matters of state, we'll end up with clowns in the courtroom, candy dispensers instead of taxmen, and the total collapse of a workable government before you can say free gilded carriages for everyone is actually not a very good idea. Referendum? Rubbish.
He does have a point. The common folk do not have the draconic insight as I do. Trinculo,
Imps
you
are
like
notoriously
chaos.
fickle, Commander. We change our minds each time the wind changes direction. No, best to have one leader to decide what's what. You're not doing too bad a job, so why hold a referendum about resignation, eh?
Indeed. No, there's no need for republicanism. My divine draconic insight will lead this empire to an eternal age of glory, hopefully.
Your immediate refusal illustrates quite clearly that you are both afraid of what the majority's answer to our question might be, and that you are quite determined to be a totalitarian ruler once the throne is yours.
Yes, you are quite right on the
In that case,
latter.
the peace you may well win is doomed to be short-lived. You have written the future, Commander, and it consists of but one word: war.
Your referation of this republic idea is quite foolish, Prospera. You know not of what you speak.
Now then, I don't think there's much we can still buy. I think we've already bought most of everything with science. We can buy this, I suppose. I will need to look at my dragon skills, as they did not seem to be properly ordered last I checked. Wow, I don't have enough points. Interesting. Aura of Annihilation. I'm going to have to use that, as well as Carlfella. That'll be great, I think. So, back to the battlefield. As you see, we don't make that much gold, but we have made some strides. We lost a sea battle here, but on land, we've held our own. Even as they invade us. And right now that's handy, as they will... These can do damage, but they can't really invade or conquer land. So for right now, we have our corner fairly secured until they send transports over. And I think we will start moving forward to their lands. If we can make a gold mine on this territory, it will be very good. So we are going to move our troops inward, forward. What shall we leave here? Well, the troopers can't move that far, so... All vehicles, move forward. Can you move too? Yes, you can. Good. Sadly, this sea is kind of held by enemy forces, so we'll need to start making a naval force soon. They're quite stronger than us on the sea. At the moment we can move. I think we can launch an invasion of here. And hopefully from here we can maybe move quickly to this isle and conquer that as well. That would be nice. Now we do have a very big bomber balloon squad. Maybe we should just finish off... Yes, I think the bomber balloons will be good to deal with this naval force. Just send them over here. Hopefully they can crush it. Now I can move these transports over here. And that land will be very much overwhelmed very soon. Good, now then. Let's see, I think it's important that we construct some facilities. I may have a free building card somewhere in here. Yes, I can make a war factory. Or a tavern. I think I'll make a tavern here. This isn't very good land. It ain't good land. Anything else we need to build? I don't think so, but maybe some more troops. Or some more naval forces. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And we can play some cards to get some more money. That's also a very good plan. We'll play this. 21. The capital will really help out our march forward. And that's, well, with that's done. Suppose we can make some forces here. Could even, actually, since we don't have that much. Let's save the... I have a few cards which gives me a huge discount. I'll save those for when we really start to make a big force. I'm tempted to make a few juggernauts here, but they are very expensive. I think I'll make some cheaper for now. Maybe, let's see, with 22, I can make 6. There we go. Bunch of warlocks. And a trooper, that's good. Right then, I think we'll end this turn, see what happens. I should put something down to reduce their population or something. I have a few cards for that. Yeah, they are making a big naval push. And they're solely in control of the seas. So we have a battle here. That's a guaranteed win. That's a guaranteed win. And this is also almost a guaranteed win. That's all gonna be easy. Hopefully they'll waste some mercenary cards. No, well, let the Imperial Army handle this. And crushed. Oh, they destroyed one of my balloons! Bastards! Why would we kill all theirs? Excellent. I think he wasted most of his mercenary cards. Excellent, more land secured. The good thing about this front is that it's very forward. Like you can just keep moving and they can't really outmaneuver you on this thin strip of land. Riverland Antwerp ammunition! Total casualties of war 185,093. I counted that correctly. Excellent. Horror Duke spared execution. What was even his crime, Yorick asked. Dragon desperate to remain dictator. Republican referendum refused.
A dictator's not always a bad thing. It gives direction.
Most people like us a lot. Look at that. Look at the favor. We have 80% popularity amongst almost all the races. And 50 from the dwarves, which is not even that bad. Emperor supremacy at war on resource called both questionable and fleeting.
I think it's actually our supremacy goes quite well.
And the dragon violates enemy faith as he cripples their troops.
I was not aware I did such a thing.
Ah, we got some mercenaries. That's good. And the 7 bless us with luck. And people are a little bit more pro-war. A little bit less pro-war. Oh well.
Prospera.
Looks like everything worked out for the best. At least as far as Scarlet is concerned. I was quite impressed by the quality of her writing. Frankly, I didn't
really?
expect her to have a way with words at all, but passion, it seems, brought out the poet hidden inside. She's a fine woman. An example to be mimicked, and I wish her all the best.
It sounds positive. I wonder what Scarlet did.
Scarlet's manifest has humbled us all, Commander. How could we elves, who have always supported the rights of our gay brethren, be so deceived by the titles of nobility?
Well,
In any
this
case,
is a nice
Narcosim
change.
may be an archduke still, but that doesn't enable him to bend the bars he's locked behind, or give flavor to the stale bread and moat water he is served.
I guess the law did come through. I might have a little push in the court as well. Scarlet.
You forbade me to kill Narcosim, Commander. But I couldn't just stand by and do nothing.
I did not say you
So
should
I
not
dropped
do
my
nothing.
sword and reached for the pen. I wrote a pamphlet of sorts in which I made public that I am gay, in which I out that vile elf for what he really is, in which I decry the injustice that befalls my kind. It ran in the Rivellon Times and actually caused quite a stir.
Excellent.
I had expected derision,
Finally,
I
they've
really
done something
did.
good.
But to my surprise, my statement gained me sympathy and my cause attention. It was an eye-opener. Oberon even apologized to me for having wanted to cover up the Archduke's abominations. He's in a proper dungeon now, devoid of light and luxury.
Excellent, so it all worked
I am
out.
vindicated, Commander. I am free. I may not always have had your support, but in the end, I clawed my way to where I am now by myself, and I think I have earned the right to be proud.
You do. You do. I'm glad you see your own strength and worth now as well, Scarlet. Perhaps hand-holding is not always the best way.
I'd have thought the Scarlet I know would have settled her beef with that elven son of a whore by means of the blade. Still, the article she wrote pretty much got her the same result, even if it was a bit emotional for my tastes.
Yes, you prefer them
Brave of
more
her
mechanical.
too, to announce she's into women so publicly. But I'll bet she'll still have a hankering after old Henry from time to time. She could bring one of her lady friends along if that makes her feel more at ease. I really don't mind at all.
You are quite a character, Henry. It's just that I know you have a fairly good heart, or else... Ugh.
So Scarlet has finally revealed for all to hear who she really is then. Good.
Yes,
One
good
less
indeed.
woman that will fall prey to the paws of men. Too bad that elven duke still lives, though. I'd have slowly lowered him onto a red-hot stake. that's just me.
Yes, the fair sex is also more civilized, aren't they, Catherine?
Quite a show our little Scarlet staged. The little general that could after all, isn't she?
Yes, she
About to
can
throw away
quite a
wasted
bit.
years of molten men and waste them on wine and women instead. Miraculous how things change. Thus passes the glory of the world.
You are a bit poetic today as well, Edmund. It surprises me. Well, and with that, I think nothing remains but to head on to the front. I'll go meet my beautiful wife, see if she has written any beautiful poetry.
Oh, my light and love. All the world is color. My poor, poor brethren. Alive in death alive. Their sight is black and white. Therefore their souls are too. But I have seen the universe spread its palette like a peacock proudly parading its plumage. Like a poet's words, they wash clean and clear the windows of mind and heart. Behold beyond, new-found beauty.
Indeed. Lovely writing, my dear. Such wayward words. With that, I'll bid our viewers, our subjects, good night.